Hi, how are you? Hello,
Hello. Yes, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. So, shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Today, we are going to discuss about data types.
Okay.
Data types are used to reserve memory for data or literals. For example, mm, if we take an example as grocery list, um,
Are you sharing?
yes, sir. Uh, is it not? Oh,
No.
sorry, sir. I just,
Sure.
for example, if we take a grocery list as an example, um, we'll get rice, flour, oil, etc., salt. We store these things in different types of containers. For example, if we take rice, we'll store in some big container and flour in some small container, and oil like we will store in bottle, and salt in some small, even small container. For different types of items, we'll use different sizes of containers. Like that, for different types of data, we use different types of data types. And these data types are majorly classified into two categories. The first category is scalar data types. Scalar data types allocate memory to single variable. And the second one is collection data types. This will allocate memory to multiple values or more than one value. And now, what is scalar data type? This will allocate memory to single variables. And there are some types in scalar data type. The first type is integer, int, and the second one is float. And next we have complex, and then boolean. I will discuss these in later classes, but now I am telling what are involved in this. What are the data types? And next one is none type. And the second one is collection data types. Collection data type is majorly divided into three categories. And the first category is the sequence, and second category is sets, and third category is mapping. In sequence, we have list, tuple, range, string. String may be alphabetic or alphanumeric or numeric, which is enclosed in quotes. Bytes and bytes array. Under sets, we have set and Trojan set. Mapping is nothing but dictionary. Totally, we have 14 standard Python standard data types. At start, we discussed the reserve memory for data or literals. Now I am telling you what is a literal. Literals are values which never change. There are two types of literals. The first one is numeric, and the second one is non-numeric. In numeric, under numeric, we have integer, float, and complex. Under non-numeric, we have string, none, and bool. And Python is pure object-oriented programming language. So in this, all data types are classified as classes and data is represented as objects. For example, if we take n1 equal to 10, we use type operator to check the type of that variable. The class is integer. That means for us, we say that int is a data type, but according to Python, int is a class and n1 is the object of that class. And if we take n equal to abc, then the type will be string. That means the n belongs to variable str. Str class. Like that, if we take n equal to 1 plus 2j or something, in Python, j is imaginary variable. So this will belongs to class complex. If we take n is equal to true, in this way, this class is bool. Can you guess what is the type of n now?
It should be string.
Yes, sir. Right. And if we take n is equal to 1.6 or something, it will be float. In same way, if we take n is equal to something in square brackets, then it will comes under list. If we take in rounded braces, then it will be tuple. Like that. Uh, if we take some values in flower brackets, it will be set. And if we take empty round braces, can you guess what is the type of this variable, the class?
Dictionary.
Yes, dictionary. Because we can use same symbol for both sets and dictionaries, but sets definitely consist of at least one number. This will become set. Otherwise, if we use empty parentheses, PVM will automatically take it as a dictionary. Basically, dictionary consists of key value pairs. And in the same way, if we use some key value pairs, for example, 1 colon 100, 2 colon 200, like this, then the type will be dictionary. In the same way, if we place 10 comma, can you guess the type of n?
Tuple.
Yes, it is tuple. And there is other global attribute called ID, which is used to specify the address or ID of that particular variable. This address or ID is unique. For example, if we take A equal to 20 and B equal to 30, let us assume that 20 is stored in 1000 location. Just assume that this is not the original, but we are just assuming for example. And 30 is stored in some 2000 location. Then the variable A is allocated to 1000 memory location and B is allocated to 2000. So they are different. With an example, let's see with an example. A equal to 50 and B equal to 100. Then the ID of A, 1 and ID of B. These two memory addresses are different because the values of these variables are different. If we take same values for A and B, if we take A equal to 100 and B equal to 100, then PVM will automatically place these variables to same memory location. For example, if we think this memory location as 1000, then both A and B are allocated to the same memory location because the value of them are, of A and B are same. Let me reopen ideally so you can view better. And in the same way, if we take three variables, A equal to 100, B equal to 50, and C equal to 100, then 100 is stored in one memory location and 50 is stored in other memory location. Now A and C will address this memory location and B will address this memory location. If we take A equal to 100 and B equal to 100, now the ID of A and ID of B. Is ID of B equal to ID of A? Yes, because the both variables have same values. That why PTM will automatically allocate same address memory location for both. If we take A equal to 100, B equal to 50, and C equal to 100, then ID of A and ID of B. Can you guess ID of A will be equal to ID of B or not?
No, because it's a different value.
Yes. Uh, if we take ID of C, then
It will point to A.
yes, because PVM will automatically allocate same memory location for same type of values. And Python is dynamically typed programming language. Sorry, maybe my system is some slow today.
Okay, no problem.
That means variables not bind with specific data type or variables. For example, if we, Mhm. uh, for example, we can directly take the variable with value name in Python. But in static programming languages, we can't use like that. Let me show you the difference. Statically typed programming languages. We have to mention a data type for statically typed programming languages. If we take int a, then we have to only give integer value. If we place or if we give it as float value, it will give us an error. But in Python is dynamically typed programming language, so we don't need to assign any data type to it. We can use any value. Even if we want to convert it into float, it can easily convert it. It doesn't give any error. This is the difference between statically typed and dynamically typed programming language. And now let me tell you what is a variable. Variable is the name use it referred a value for future use. Uh, We have already seen the first example here. This example is for data types. If we mention the labels for each container, for example, this is for rice, this is for flour, like that, uh, we can just simply think that these labels are called variable names. That means we can assign value for that container for knowing after knowing that this is rice, and if we want to call it, we can just use the label to call it and ask it. In the same way, we can use variables in Python. If we say a equal to 10, then a is the variable and 10 is the value of that variable. Using equal to operator means assignment. And now all the scalar data types, that means integer, float, complex, these all scalar data types are immutable. Immutable means doesn't change. For example, if we write a program, um, we are taking string like s is equal to hello, and we are using upper function, and then we are using print. If we run this program, can you guess what will be the output?
Yeah, hello in uppercase.
No, actually it will print in lowercase because this is mutable. String is mutable object. When we use upper function, then only then it will convert to uppercase, but it will not affect the original value. Um,
Okay, okay.
this is modified, and this will be original.
Missing comma in front of S.
Oh, sorry. Because mutable objects cannot modify the original value or cannot affect the original value. Um, Hello, do you speak anything?
No, no, I said okay.
And if we take list is immutable. So we can modify the list. If we take some elements like 1, 2, 3, for adding, for appending the item in list, we can use append method. We will discuss this later, but just I am telling an example for you. Append of 4, then the original list will be modified because this is mutable. We can change. Mutable objects can be modified, but immutable objects cannot. And that's all about today's class. If you have any doubts, please ask. I mean, hello.
No, 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 no doubts. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, can we stop the session now?
Yeah, yeah. So we will be having only 30 minutes session on morning or
No, but we have done for 40 or 50 minutes, I think 6:57 it's already, but from tomorrow onwards it will be more time. Today, maybe first day, that's why.
okay, okay, sure, no worries.